Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Canelo, Canelo. Alright, we're good. You're good. Chicken noodles. I am using Tyson Fury today only because he won. El Monstro. Oh shit, that's, sorry, I was scratching.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come, let's do it. Right hand, look for the right hand. Work your jab. Look for the right hand, boys. Raise your jab. What are you doing? Come on, switch on. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back.
Drop down.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Get back out there and switch on. Get back. Okay, now you're switching off. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You gotta go out there and win this. Let's do it.
Who could forget what happened here May 18th, 2024? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel...
It's the Mexican Saul.
This round is...
And this one has all... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? That jab doesn't find a home. We wanted action, and they are delivering. They exchange punches. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special.
He's just throwing all power
What an
shots.
arena,
It's
what an
fun.
atmosphere, what a build-up.
A perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good punch. Nice defense on that left uppercut. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The courage on display here is incredible. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Benavidez that last.
No, he's just throwing power. It's
Round
fine.
two. Who's going to land the first
I ain't
big shot?
tripping, but
Last round complete
he's gonna waste all his
domination. Let's
energy
see
by
what
the
we have in
fifth
store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little tricks you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
How about that time counter shot?
It's fine. These are all power shots, guys. I'm letting him do what he wants. By the time he
Both
gets
want the
to the
knockout. He just misses with that jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This counter puncher is gonna wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, fine. He gets all power shots, guys. I ain't tripping. Let him waste all that energy.
punches can one person take? That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses.
See, it's power. It's fine, guys. I ain't tripping.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the
Let him
judges.
waste his energy. It's fine. I ain't tripping.
There's a counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. The straight right just misses. He parries away the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Perfect counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That's another scoring shot. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the glamour is the heavyweights, but the middleweights...
That's fine. Let him full power, guys.
Man or woman, when you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round.
What are you doing?
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Missed him with that uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight.
Told you guys, easy work.
You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there.
to beat the count there.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
It's all offense all the time. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards.
I could just start throwing power, but
here, just
I'm
barely.
gonna box him.
Talk about Alvarez in that lap.
I still have all my energy, guys. You see?
Start the six.
I've barely
The
thrown in the
beginning of
towel.
the end after 2 knockdowns last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Incredible work rate. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. He somehow weathered the... Did you see that? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well done with that counter shot. What skill being displayed here between these 2 middleweights? He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez.
I have more than.
Here we go, it's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. What about Alvarez in that? And we enter the 8th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You can't score with that uppercut. Catch and shoot. Looking to land the hook. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This fighter is not interested in throwing 1 shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hook doesn't land. Straight right just misses. Mexican Monster's
Whoa,
in
whoa,
trouble.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I missed. I didn't mean to throw that power hook.
Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is...
All right, I went over...
That's right. Okay. That's a cross. That means this is my jab.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing?
Let's go.
Switched off completely. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're gonna let him get back in. Now it's a tough one.
Let's do it.
Better than that. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Sure, I'm taking the round off. Lawrence, like, holy how? I'm taking the round off.
win this fight? Right. Now listen, kid. Let's do it.
I did not mean to throw that headed body shot.
What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Let's get out there, get your boxing back together.
Do your best.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. What about that round?
Just one at the Lowe's Body Shop. Set him up with that hook.
Okay, focus. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
Let's go.
I lost. They probably didn't give me a loss. Yeah, see, this is so stupid. I dropped some guys and I still lost. It is what it is. I went to the bathroom real quick.
Raise your hand if you've got your Patty license. Well, then come on in. It's time to watch boxing at the Atlantis. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson. Here comes one of the Rock, Rocky Marciano. This bout, what a pleasure it is to be here in this. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Missing with that jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted it, they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. That last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. On to the second round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the best.
A perfect counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Is that a cut? That is.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Whoa.
Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. Well, this is the time
Okay,
the trainer needs to come in and say something special. There's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He's got out of the way of that right hook. Punch, counter punch. Rocky Marciano, who hits a counter punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Counter shot lands. He parries that left jab away. They exchange punches. Good punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kovalev that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Counter punching. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch right up the middle. He just missed with that left jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Kovalev that last round. And a round that seemed like time for the 5th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Nope, that jab not going to score. And he scores with the counter. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in the gets.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. He blocks that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That last round. I promise you, all three win this on to the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. These counter punches have to hurt. They go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good defense to block the hook. Swing and a miss with the left hook. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously mind on the top.
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
There's a counter shot. He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Kovalev is hurt.
Whoa.
Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
I was tired.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different.
There's the bell to start round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Good counter punch. Nice stop, but that won't score. Perfect counter lands. That uppercut. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And the crusher goes down.
Got me.
You up the
I was trying to
replay
catch him.
machine. I have got to see that again.
You're right,
Nice
Tom.
liver shot.
What a shot.
I lost.
Well, it's go back.
Do one more fight, guys, and then I'm calling it, okay?
According to animal behaviorists, some of your most normal everyday habits are quietly hurting your cat. But do you actually know which ones? That's the scary part.
We are live at Balcour Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. Alongside me, and here comes the man with the lightning hands. It's Kid Galahad. His ring name was Choke. This bout is scheduled. And of course, after months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight.
Whoa, what the heck? What the heck?
He missed with that
This
jab.
Sam feels so slow now.
Beautiful counter punch.
I think Sam feels slow.
So much firepower here. block the uppercut.
Oh, his dad's triangle. That's why.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fight.
Bro, Bam feels hella slow. What the heck? Did they pick Bam or something?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Nice counter shot. Another scoring shot there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
I threw no power. How did I waste a lot of energy?
He is down big time on the score.
It's fine. I ain't tripping, guys.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. He misses with that straight left. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You got a swarmer on your case, you know you've got to fight, you got to hold him, you got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high because I will keep punching till that referee said stop.
Figure out the combination to this
Bro, how can I not?
Skill for
Oh
skill.
my god, that's pissing me off.
It's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. That one lands. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
How did I didn't even waste any yet? God, bro, this is fucking body thing.
There's the bell for round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those punches add up. They're both going for the KO.
I'm gonna wait for you, bro. I'm not
obvious.
walking to you. You have to walk to me.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
I need to go back.
Here we go in round 4.
Now I'm
Who's going to
leaving,
land the first big shot?
I want him
Not the
to,
start
like,
that they
wait for
wanted,
him.
but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They can wait. I'll wait here in the corner, bro. I'm not chasing you down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger,
I ain't
you've got to
tripping.
be on it.
I'm not
You've got to be
running through
confident.
him right now.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And around that seemed like eternity.
Fight that round. That's
On to the 5th we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
He knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you.
Bro, why does my thing feel so glitchy? What the
Fire
fuck?
with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you...
Oh, no, gotta cut you off here, Johnny.
What's up,
Got
buddy?
hot is rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. One punch did the trick, but it in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
I can trade bodies with you, buddy. But you're not gonna win this battle.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
We need to turn this around halfway through. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They stop the hook there. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Galahad is rocked. to 6. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
3 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is...
And down
How?
goes Graham. Oh my goodness. I want to
He's
see
so
that
gay,
one
bro.
more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
We've seen in the past in this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Who's got the advantage halfway through the round?
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Total domination with 10 seconds to go.
Dude, I'm gonna lose this fight. I already know.
That'll be a
Do
10-8.
you want to win this fight?
There's the bell for round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good counter punch. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
If that were ever hope, remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. It's not over till it's over, but and they're back at it again here in round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Might want to think of on here for a minute. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's why the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That right hook won't score. Holding nothing back here in the round. They exchange punches. Galahad, and down goes Galahad. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that.
I'm still gonna lose after dropping it 3 times. Isn't that gonna be crazy? Watch, I'm gonna lose, guys. I already know I'm gonna lose. Because the game doesn't count for knockdowns, I guess.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round you'd rather forget. That is a bit of a surprise.
Alright, that's how we're gonna end it, guys, okay? I love you guys.